Hello everyone, my name is Tanner Jolly. I'm the co-founder and CTO of DTE Materials. DTE Materials manufactures a high-performance and healthy alternative to fiberglass insulation. Now, insulation probably isn't something you think about very often because it's tucked away hidden behind your walls. But it's something that can have a profound impact on all of our lives because we're surrounded by it every single day. In fact, it's estimated that up to 90% of US homes are insulated with fiberglass insulation. And this is a problem, because fiberglass insulation is toxic. In fact, it's been labeled as a likely carcinogenic material by the United States government. It's a known contributor to sick building syndrome, which means you can literally get sick just by living in your home. On top of this, it's a known fire hazard. It's estimated that up to 30% of the buildings in the United States are experiencing some sort of sick building syndrome. But the problem of fiberglass insulation doesn't just stop at our walls. In fact, there have been multiple studies of traces of this fiberglass insulation in the air of metropolitan cities all the way up to rural mountaintops. There's fiberglass on top of mountains. This stuff is literally everywhere. The United States has been overusing this product so much, and the time for change is now. Fortunately, there's a growing trend towards a healthier alternative of cellulose insulation. The cellulose insulation market is set to double between now and 2019 to a total addressable market size of $1.1 billion. This growth is being spurred on by tighter building codes such as the IECC or the International Energy Conservation Code, which are mandating for higher performing and healthier alternatives to fiberglass. So what's cellulose? Simply put, cellulose just means it's derived from plants or trees. Cellulose insulation already exists, and it's a popular alternative to fiberglass because it has none of the nasty health side effects of fiberglass. It has superior insulating performance, and it's also better at resisting fire. So cellulose insulation has better insulating performance that does not drop over time or at high or low temperatures like fiberglass does, which means you literally get what you paid for. This can translate to energy bill savings of anywhere from $500 to $1,000 a year, depending on where you live. On top of this, cellulose boasts up to 57% increased fire resistivity over fiberglass because it actually protects the vulnerable wood framing, whereas fiberglass simply melts. Now, despite some of these added benefits of cellulose insulation, there still remains two big problems. Current cellulose insulation is derived from recycled newsprint, which introduces a quality and a supply chain problem. Recycled newsprint, because it's recycled, there's been multiple instances of materials such as glass, plastics, and metals showing up in the final product, which reduces the insulating performance and also can lead to costly delays on the job site during installation. On top of this, newsprint is a dying industry, and this is being reflected in the rapid price increase of recycled newsprint. In fact, it just jumped from $90 a ton to over $120 a ton in the past 2 years alone. And that number is expected to continue to rise as we consume more and more of our media digitally. DTE Materials solves this problem because we source our cellulose from industrial hemp. There was a study conducted by the United States Department of Agriculture that found that industrial hemp produces up to 400% more cellulose per acre relative to trees. On top of this, industrial hemp is scheduled to be listed as an agricultural commodity, which means its prices will be protected by government subsidies. By sourcing our cellulose from industrial hemp, we are ensuring that our supply chain is stable and cost competitive, but most importantly, not reliant on deforestation. I'd like to now tell you where we're at right now and some of the milestones we achieved through this accelerator program. DTE holds claim to 2 provisional patents on our novel and closed-loop manufacturing process that not only increases our materials installation performance by up to 15%, but also allows us to extract valuable byproducts such as biofuels and precursor materials to green plastics. We'll be vetting our prototype against 2 ASTM standards that both need to be adhered to and passed prior to our product being market ready. At the successful completion of these ASTMs, we'll be insulating our first pilot home with eco-green construction in spring of 2018. We'll be monitoring this house all year to start tracking long-term data and to ensure that our product is performing as we say it should be. At the end of 2018, we'll be pursuing venture capital to begin marketing and pre-sales to bolster our initial customer base and to take our product from one to many. Our first pilot home will be with Eco Green Construction of Santa Monica, California, who actually just built and sold Alibaba's CEO Jack Ma a house. Now, of the many construction companies we talked to this summer, we chose to go with Eco Green Construction because of their commitment to delivering high-quality homes to their customers, and that's something we truly believe in. We plan on leveraging this successful build to get other builders on the DTE Materials team. At the completion of our pilot test phase in 2018, like I said, we'll be pursuing venture capital in 2019 in order to begin manufacturing at the intermediate scale, where we'll be able to produce up to 25 tons of material per day. At this manufacturing rate, we believe we can capture up to 4% of the total cellulose insulation market by 2020, which equates to revenue of $45 million. Now, we can say this because we're selling our product at a highly competitive price, about 85 cents a square foot. Now, just for a frame of reference, fiberglass is going from anywhere from 70 to 80 cents already, so we're highly competitive. We can produce our material for 30 cents a square foot, which leaves us gross revenue of about 55 cents per square foot, so we can start, gross profit, but so we can start generating revenue right away. The core team is composed of myself, my co-founder CEO, Jose Urizar, he's out there somewhere. Together, we provide the ideal blend of civil engineering and material science expertise needed to bring a highly engineered product like this to the market. We additionally just added a Cal Poly alumni and PhD candidate chemist, Cal Barkas, to our team, who will be helping take our chemical and manufacturing process from lab to scale. We also have two great advisors on our team who both have ample experience in the clean tech space. Susan Steve is the CFO of the Los Angeles Clean Tech Incubator, and Dave Houghton is a two-time successful founder in the clean tech space and also serves as an Energy Star board advisor. DTE Materials has the team, the technology, and most importantly, the motivation to combat toxic fiberglass. We are asking you for $250,000 in convertible note to help us file our 2 non-provisional patents, produce enough material for our first pilot test, and to build our initial customer base. We also have backing from VentureWell, a nonprofit organization that has verbally committed to us that they will match your investment up to $50,000, so you can feel confident in investing in DTE Materials. Again, my name is Tanner Jolly. I'm with DTE Materials. I'd love to talk to you up at our booth. Thank you.
Just having a moment back there. So I just was told, so we're supposed to have one of our incubator companies here to tell you what they've been doing since they graduated from the accelerator last summer, but it turns out that Matt Maxwell from Boltabout is not here right now. So I have my